Welcome again. Here we are for another study. This week, I hope it finds you well. For our study this week, we are going to be in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. 1 Corinthians 11, 1. So get that Bible out in front of you. It's one verse here. There's a lot more here, obviously, because Scripture is always very meaty. Always gives us good spiritual nutrition. So let's head into it here. Paul's talking to the Corinthian church, and he writes this in his letter to them. So imitate me, watch my ways, follow my example, just as I, too, always seek to imitate the Anointed One, or Christ. That's the sum total of our verse this week. But I want to spin it a bit, not in a bad way. Just kind of imagine looking at something and you just kind of turn it so you're seeing another angle of it. Still the same, kind of like when the gospel writers write about Jesus. They're all writing from their viewpoint. And together, all four give us a more complete picture. So here, Paul's telling them, imitate me. I don't know about you, but I don't go around telling people, hey, look at me. You should be like me. I think that kind of stuff has really made people run from the church, because it makes you feel like, well, there must be something wrong with me. You know, if you're listening to it out here, just because it just seems presumptuous to me. I mean, maybe, certainly not for Paul here, but for me, it's a little presumptuous. But given that, the reason we're here, Paul's saying, imitate me, because he always seeks to imitate Christ. And as Christ walked with the disciples, what is he continually telling them? Watch me, follow my example. I'll go with you. We'll be together on this. Paul's trying to communicate that to the Corinthians. Hey, just like Christ loves you, I love you. I'm telling you, imitate me. And instead of just holding right there and saying, okay, let the glory shine on me, Paul says, like I imitate Christ. The reason I was thinking of this week here was that, as you know, if you've been here for a few weeks, I've been going through quite a bit of pain. I don't have any resolution to that just yet. I have no idea what's going to solve it. Haven't heard a peep back from the doctors. But it occurs to me, because I've got to go pick up meds at the pharmacy. Got to go out and get groceries. I get ready to at least go to Sunday school on Sundays. And during all these moments, whatever other thing you'd like to put in there for yourself, but in all these moments, I'm in constant pain. And it occurred to me, if people looked at me, what would they be imitating? And that kind of backed me up against the wall, because I needed to take a hard look at that. And I have been short with people, not present at times because of the pain. But I have really, through this whole thing, the one one of the things the Lord has really dropped right on top of my mind is that be kind. And so I'm walking through a store and I'm just like blinding, like literally I can just about not see in front of me. And somebody will be right in front of me, some other person. Hey, could you help me? Yes, I can. And, it's not lifting up a 100-pound bag of feed or anything, but little things. And I just say, yes, I can. I think we need to meditate on that. Do we take circumstances, like in my instance, my pain, do we take instances like that as Christians and feel justified treating others like dirt? Because that is not right. Jesus did not treat people like dirt. He was harder with more mature believers than he was immature ones. Certainly harder with the Sadducees and the Pharisees because they were the religious authorities. Jesus knew that they knew the scripture, but they bent it so that it was all about them. But for you, this coming week, I don't know what's happening in your life. Maybe you're on top of the world. Great. But if you flat tire, that one driver in front of you that insists he is a monkey with a license. Yes. When you know on that one. What's my witness? What's your witness? What are people going to imitate by looking at you? Think on that this week. Talk about it with the Lord. And I am telling you, the Lord will show you. Got to shore this up here. Hold my hand, and together, this will be better. I will see you again in a week.